Hello and welcome. Join me as we journey into the heart of Aotearoa, New Zealand, far from the usual paths, into its most secret corners. We'll seek out places that whisper of ancient geology and wildlife, destinations rarely seen by the wider world. Here, in isolated wilderness, we'll witness breathtaking beauty, alpine lakes, silent mountains, and coastlines shaped by the sea. Let the world fall away and let nature's quiet majesty be your guide. Our adventure into New Zealand's hidden gems begins now. Deep in Fiordland National Park, where the wilderness stretches unbroken for miles and the air is thick with the scent of rain and earth, a secret world awaits discovery. Lake Marion awaits, hidden, tranquil, and untouched. Nestled high in a hanging valley, it feels like a place suspended between earth and sky, far from the rush of everyday life. The trek there is a journey through ancient beech forest, the air thick with earth and moss. The only sounds are rushing creek and native birds. Every step draws you deeper into a world that feels primeval, where the forest floor is soft and the canopy above is alive with birdsong. As you climb, the world narrows to green shadows and filtered sunlight, urging you to slow down and observe. The forest seems to breathe around you, inviting you to notice the smallest details, dewdrops on ferns, the play of light on moss. The final ascent is steep, but the reward is a glacial lake, perfectly still, reflecting the sky and mountains in flawless symmetry. It's a sight that takes your breath away, a mirror to the wild heart of Fiordland. Waterfalls cascade down sheer rock walls, and silence settles, a profound living presence. The mist rises and dances in the sunlight, adding a sense of magic to the air. Here, solitude is connection, not loneliness. You feel a sense of belonging, as if the landscape itself welcomes you. The cold, clear water and the echo of distant kia remind you of nature's raw power. Even the smallest ripple on the lake's surface feels significant in this untouched place. No boats, no crowds, just elemental beauty. The absence of human noise lets the landscape speak for itself. Lake Marion whispers its perfection, asking you to be still and truly see. The reflections shift with the breeze, painting new pictures every moment. To sit on its shore is to feel peace and humility in the face of nature's artistry. Time seems to slow and your thoughts quiet in the presence of such grandeur. The landscape humbles, time stands still, and contemplation comes easily. You realize how small you are, yet how connected to everything around you. The only disturbances are a breeze or a distant avalanche. Nature's rhythms are the only clock that matters here. This is a sanctuary, a memory of Fiordland's soul, carried with you long after you leave. The experience lingers, shaping how you see the world beyond these mountains. Lake Marion's quiet majesty is a hidden paradise revealed, a place where the spirit of the wild endures, waiting for those willing to seek it out. From mountains to coast, we reach Warariki Beach at the northern tip of the South Island, a place where nature's raw beauty is on full display. Here, the Tasman Sea meets land with wild, windswept drama, creating a scene of untamed natural power. Cresting the dunes, you find a vast expanse of golden sand, shaped by wind and tide, stretching as far as the eye can see. The Archway Islands rise from the surf, colossal, ancient, and sculpted by relentless waves over millennia. At low tide, caves and arches emerge, inviting exploration and discovery. The wind and waves create a symphony of movement and sound, a constant reminder of nature's power. This is not a beach for sunbathing, but for striding, exploring, and feeling truly alive in the embrace of nature. Fur seals play in tidal pools, a reminder that we are visitors in their world, sharing this wild space with its true inhabitants. Light here is magical. Sunrise and sunset turn the beach into a photographer's dream, painting the landscape in hues of gold and pink. The wet sand mirrors sky and islands, each moment a fleeting masterpiece, a perfect reflection of nature's beauty. Warariki's scale and wildness strip away daily cares, awakening a sense of adventure and wonder. It's a place of freedom, where nature's theatre is always in motion, a dynamic landscape that never ceases to amaze. For those who seek untamed beauty, Warariki Beach is unforgettable, a place that leaves a lasting impression. Here, the spirit is invigorated and the sense of wonder renewed, a perfect escape from the ordinary. This is coastal New Zealand at its most raw and moving, a testament to the power and beauty of the natural world. Inland, in Mount Aspiring National Park, the blue pools await, a marvel of clarity and colour. A gentle forest path leads you to a swing bridge over the Makarora River, where the water glows an unreal sapphire blue. The colour comes from glacial melt, filtered so pure that only blue and violet light reflect back. From the bridge you see every stone and log beneath the surface, the water so clear it seems shallow. The pools invite quiet contemplation. Watching the flow is meditative. For the brave, a dip is a bracing, revitalizing experience, pure wilderness in liquid form. The blue pools are more than beautiful. They're a vital part of the region's ecosystem. They remind us of the value of pure water and the intricate processes that sustain it. This is a place of wonder, a hidden jewel in New Zealand's wild heart. The experience is simple, profound, and unforgettable. Here, nature's artistry is on full display. The blue pools are a must-see for any lover of wild places. Their beauty lingers long after you leave. In Canterbury's high country, the limestone boulders of Kura Tahiti, Castle Hill, rise like ancient ruins, their pale forms scattered across the land as if placed by giants. This landscape is both geological wonder and spiritual sanctuary, humming with energy and history that stretches back through the ages. The boulders, sculpted over millions of years by wind, water, and time, create a labyrinth that invites exploration and sparks the imagination of all who visit. For Maori, this is a sacred place woven into myth and memory, a site of deep cultural significance and spiritual connection. Silence hangs in the air, broken only by the wind whispering through stone corridors and the soft rustle of tussock grass. The Dalai Lama called it a spiritual centre of the universe, and standing here, surrounded by these ancient stones, it's easy to see why. Climbers from around the world test their skills on these giants, adding a human element to the epic scene and forging their own stories among the rocks. Each stone tells a story, its surface a map of time, marked by the elements and the passage of countless generations. Exploring the maze of boulders reveals hidden nooks, secret passageways, and ever-changing views that surprise and delight. The higher you climb, the more spectacular the panorama, with sweeping vistas that stretch to the distant mountains. Castle Hill is both playground and place of reflection, where laughter and quiet contemplation coexist. It challenges the body and soothes the soul, offering moments of exhilaration and peace in equal measure. To visit is to feel the land's ancient power, to be humbled by its scale, and to leave with a sense of awe that lingers long after. Kura Tahiti leaves an indelible mark on all who wander its mystical stones, a memory etched into the heart and spirit. Our journey ends on Rakiura, Stewart Island, New Zealand's remote, wild southern outpost. Over 85% is national park, a sanctuary for native wilderness and birdsong lost elsewhere. The island's true residents are birds, including the rare, often daytime active Stewart Island kiwi. Hiking trails wind through ancient forests and emerge onto deserted golden beaches. The coastline is rugged, best explored by kayak, where sea lions and penguins thrive. Rakiura means the land of glowing skies, famed for sunsets and the southern lights. With little light pollution, it's one of the world's best places to witness the aurora australis. Stewart Island is not about resorts, but immersion in nature and solitude. It's a refuge for wildlife and the human spirit, a glimpse of New Zealand as it once was. Here you disconnect from the world and reconnect with the wild. Next, we find pure fun in the Gisborne region at the Rear Rock Slide, a natural 60-metre water slide. This smooth rock slab, shaped by the Waikopi River, is nature's own theme park. Surrounded by farmland and bush, laughter echoes as locals and travellers slide down on boards or tubes. There are no queues or fees, just the thrill of water, speed and splash. The experience is exhilarating, a return to childhood joy. Families picnic on the banks, sharing the adventure. The Rira Rock Slide is a celebration of simple, natural fun. It's a hidden gem for the young at heart. Here, community and nature come together in pure delight. Sometimes the best adventures are the simplest. The magic of Rire is laughter, shared adventure, and the joy of a summer's day. Near Queenstown, tucked in a secluded valley, lies Moke Lake, a haven of peace and perfect reflection. Sheltered by hills, its surface often becomes a flawless mirror, blurring the line between land and water. Every mountain, cloud, and blade of grass is duplicated in astonishing clarity. Moke Lake rewards patience and quiet observation, a favourite for campers and stargazers. At sunset, the hills glow gold, their colours painted onto the lake. A walking track circles the lake, offering ever-changing views. Kayakers glide across the glassy water, surrounded by silence. After dusk, the sky becomes a glittering canopy, the Milky Way reflected below. To sit by the shore at night is to be suspended between two worlds. Moke Lake's beauty is understated, intimate, and deeply soothing. It's the perfect antidote to a busy world. Here, seclusion and quiet beauty foster a deep connection to the land. Moke Lake is a fitting end to our journey, proof that the most profound wonders are often the quietest. Our exploration of New Zealand's hidden corners ends, but the wonder remains. Thank you for joining me in discovering the quiet soul of this remarkable land. These places remind us of the beauty found off the beaten path. If you've been inspired, please consider subscribing to support more journeys like this. May you carry a piece of their peace and wildness with you, and never lose your curiosity. The next adventure is always just around the corner.